What's up everybody, Remington from Impulse Creative, and today we're going to talk about how to ask for an optional email in a chatbot sequence. So a lot of times you run into the offline bots asking for contact information relatively quickly, and that's okay. You still want to make sure it's conversational, but during the day you could have a very similar interaction with your app that allows for you to ask and qualify people, but then ask for an email as an optional item to get someone straight through to a human conversation. In order to do that, we have to set up the chatbot a little bit differently in regards to asking for the email, but I'm going to walk you through how to do that, and it's a pretty quick and easy tutorial. So what I've done here is I've started a custom Leadbot playbook, and this one has, the goal is to make this an optional email. So you could go through and you could ask a variety of questions. This one's relatively simple, but what I've got here is, you've got your greeting, you've got your initial question, so how can I help? And the two examples I have here is I want to talk to sales and I'm interested in a career. Right? You could have a variety of these. In fact, fielding out, if this was on the home page or something like that, you could break these up and have quite a few different directions people could go. So as you've got these, what you can do is normally you would go to capture an email, but what we want to do is just add a question. And so by clicking add a question, what it's going to do is underneath this, how can I help you today? It is going to push the question number 2. And this is where we can put in a note. So if they want to talk to sales, this is essentially how we could drive people to the next step. So we'll do, great, let me get some more. So what you can do is, you've got that soft opening. This is basically when you would want to assign it to an individual rep. You can go into your advanced settings, and the email that they respond with, you could place in here and it would capture it. You may or may not want to do this depending on whether they say yes or no, but what you can do is we're going to come here and create a custom response. So we've got this is the non-committal person that's not providing the email. You can go ahead and have some kind of a response to them saying no, for instance. What we're going to do is we're going to make this the default follow-up, and then we're going to click close. So we're going to have the overall email address, if they don't provide an email address, this will be the response. And what we'll do is we'll create another response, and the response, we're going to go back to the keyword, and we can add a keyword in here, and that keyword is going to contain an @ symbol and or a .com, .net, and you can put any other extensions, but the @ in most cases should capture this. And then you're going to submit a response. So thanks for that. Let me get you connected to a human. So this is essentially going to fire if any of these keywords are captured, which would be any particular email address. And then what you can do is you can set this up so that you push through to a goal. So if we go here, you've got your keywords @.com, .net, .org, .edu. You can even create a new goal, and we can jump over to the goal, and we can say email captured or gave email, and then you can set up routing with the round robin, for instance. So when you update that, you can go back over to your questions that you have, and you can set up this answer to route you to that goal. And you can do that right down here. So gave email as the goal number 2, and press close. And then, as you saw in the gave email, we went ahead and set the round robin, and we can follow up with another message if you would like. So by doing that, now what we've done is we've created a lead bot that would ask a question, greet the customers, give them the options, and route them through to a particular user. Whether it's a specific one or you're routing to a round robin, it's still going to come through as a conversion or reaching a goal in your playbook, and it's going to allow for you to pass someone off to a human and really solve for the customer. So a couple things to think about here is you would also want to set up some conditions that it's when drift people are active, so when drift is true. And you could also make this so that it is exclusionary versus your offline bot. So the offline bot handles after hours or when drift is unavailable, and then the online bot essentially handles things in general when people are available on drift. And that way you get direct access to a human as quickly as possible. So that's it for the tutorial today. If you have any questions or you have ideas about how you would use this in your business, feel free to leave a note in the comments. If you'd like to subscribe to our videos, you can do so right here. And if you'd like to see some of our past tutorials that we've done, you can do that right here. But until next time, I'm Remington with Impulse Creative. Have a great day.